What is good, everyone? My name is OJ and welcome to the Village of PlayerEssence, where you can come to get all of your latest gaming and Nintendo Switch news, P Ninjas. But before we get into the news, I got something to say about Asus. Yo, Asus, whatever you want to call yourself. Your routers, are you kidding me? Freaking $200 router broke out of nowhere. So if you guys were wondering why I didn't do my normal 6 a.m. upload and I had issues yesterday with getting the upload up late, I actually had to drive to Walmart at night to buy a new router because this $200 router stopped working to where my daughter and my fiance could not watch freaking their smart TVs. So yeah, that's the reason why. Asus, Deus Ex, and I can't find the receipt either, so they're not going to fix it for free. I said, I'm done. So anyway, let's go ahead and get right into the news. Yo, recently the Nintendo Switch has been getting a ton of great advertisements and promotions from all over the place. Best Buy, Walmart, EB Games, GameStop. We're starting to see the banners come out, and now we've got big ones. Huge banners at Walmart. This was some pretty cool stuff, so the marketing campaign is in overdrive over at Walmart. Check out this banner. March 2017 Nintendo Switch. Here we go. Switch and play. The Nintendo Switch. The innovation. It's right there. You don't even need to say nothing else. You see the system, the tablet. You see it pulling up the Joy-Con. You see the system. Bam, you plug it in there. Play with your controller. There's your TV. Perfect ad campaign. Perfect new innovation for a device. Offer something that nobody else can offer on the market in the dedicated gaming space. Yo, PS4, Xbox One, good stuff. Plenty of games coming to you, but if you want something a little bit different, you want something that's portable, in addition to something that is very powerful for its portable nature, definitely the Nintendo Switch is a great system to pick up if you can find one. I know there's still some pre-orders going down in the UK. Never been Nintendo's strongest area, so I'm pretty sure people in the UK, you'll be able to get one on launch day. But just to let you guys know, Toys R Us and other places will be having launch units. In addition to Best Buy, they'll be handing out tickets as well. So even if you didn't pre-order one, if you live in the States, you can still have a chance at getting one if you go and probably camp out or go get there really early. Take the day off and just start lining up if you want to get one at midnight on March 3rd. Alright, so moving on to the next bit of news here. We've got some Fire Emblem Echoes potential DLC mixed in with the amiibo, so an extra dungeon. So according to the Amazon Japanese page, the Fire Emblem Echoes amiibo will unlock new dungeons. So according to Amazon Japan, the upcoming Alm and Celica amiibo will allow players to access special dungeons. The excerpt from the website was translated to the state of the following information. The game supports Alm and Celica amiibo released at the same time. With them, you can challenge a special dungeon. Although the context is a bit vague according to Go Nintendo, the information does seem to imply that the main purpose of these amiibo is to unlock a special challenge within the game. If more information is provided, it will be posted on the site. So this is something I told all you guys out there, you better go pick up this Alm and Celica amiibo because I knew they were going to do something special with it, and it seems like, now we don't have the full details, they might offer that for DLC to where you can purchase, but yo, I've got that on lock. I think you might still be able to pre-order at Best Buy. I'm not 100% sure, but I know that it was on Best Buy and I think it sold out, or maybe it didn't, but anyway, it was on Amazon. It sold out real quick, and then someone said, hey, OJ, like, there's a link to Best Buy. I know you like to go to Best Buy. I know you like Best Buy Gamers Club. And I was like, yeah, I do. They're like, hey, here's a link to the amiibo. And they gave me that link, and I was like, yo, click, let me get my points, stack it up. Yo, shout outs to Fire Emblem. This one is looking good. Fire Emblem Echoes, Shadows of Valentia is just looking so hot. I had to cop that amiibo because it was just so good looking. Alm and Celica. Cannot wait to play it. Never played the original, the one Gaiden, so yeah, really looking forward to this. And if it does, well, there you go. You can play some special dungeons with the amiibo, so definitely go pick it up when you can. I'm pretty sure they'll have more stock, though, if you want to just pick it up on launch day. But if you can pre-order it, make sure you pre-order it. All right, moving on. We've got some Unreal Engine 4 news. So Unreal Engine 4.15 has been updated and added official support for the Nintendo Switch. So the popular video game development engine, Unreal Engine 4, has been specifically updated for the Nintendo Switch. The graphically impressive engine has been updated to 4.15. This means that we should see a number of Unreal Engine 4 titles on the Nintendo Switch, and we're actually already kind of seeing that with games like Snake Pass. That game has actually been announced for March 28th in the United States, March 29th in Europe. So it's going to launch day and date with the other versions of the game, PS4, Xbox One, and all of that. So good news, that uses Unreal Engine 4. So they're already ahead of the curve already. I mean, because they just officially got supported, but yeah, they're already there using it, working on it. There's still some little details as far as them adding support, and it's going to come in subsequent updates. But yes, fully supported. This was a big thing for Nintendo. I know Miyamoto talked about it, Nintendo's tech people talked about it, and that's one of the things that they wanted to make sure that they avoid, because if you guys remember last time with the Wii U, that did not have native support for Unreal Engine 4. There was, I think, like a GDC developer conference or something like that, and Mark Rain was up there, and he was asked about, hey, like, what about the Wii U? You guys gonna support that system? And then he started laughing, then said, hey, we have Unreal Engine 3, and then from there, woo, man, it spiraled. Things just spiraled out of control from there. That dude was damage controlling and apologizing for like 3 days on Twitter because he got so much hate. I never said anything towards his way, but it was a little unprofessional on his matter, but it is what it is. He said he made a mistake, but that was so many years ago. I just found it funny. That dude like literally responded to like every single comment of people like calling him out on that and saying like, what are you doing? Like, and he's like the president of the company. He's like makes like multi-million dollars. You know, he's not just like some low dude. He's high up there, Mark Rand, and the fact that he took the time to apologize to so many people, it was funny. So this time they got it all situated and squared out. There's not going to be any embarrassing things when it comes to that. I mean, we still seen some of it, like with the Titanfall developer, but he doesn't know what the hell he was talking about in the first place, and I think he was drunk. And he has like a purple mohawk, so, or orange, or whatever the color it was. So yeah, I'm not sure how much I take him seriously anyway. But yeah, this time Unreal Engine 4 support from day one, so really good stuff. And hopefully more titles come over with Unreal Engine 4 support and going forward in the future. Alright, and for the final topic, Aonuma-san and Shigeru Miyamoto discussed the importance of story in The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild in a brand new interview. So let's go ahead and jump right into the bullet points here. So Miyamoto knows people think he believes story isn't necessary, but he believes his feelings were misconstrued. The story is there to give the big world some substance. This helps guide the protagonists in what they should be doing. When the story is too strict, it means you can only follow a certain path. There's also the issue of when setting up the story takes up so much time and you just want to get into the gameplay. That is not the case with The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Aonuma feels similarly about the story. When it came to Ocarina of Time, it was important to have more detailed story as the way to meet certain characters. Aside from gameplay itself, Aonuma does believe story is an important factor. Miyamoto says that The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, every player has their own story they can experience. Aonuma once again brings up the secret idea he's implemented in Breath of the Wild, which he's been brewing for 20 years. This ties together the open world nature of the game as well as the detailed story elements. The player can certainly miss a lot of story elements if they want to, or if they don't hunt them out. The storyline will be connected with the final goal, and it's important. Yo, this is super exciting about this news. What I'm really interested in, this 20-year idea that he's been brewing on. It's like, I have this idea, but it's ready at the right moment. And then like 20 years later, it's ready. That's like an anime or something, some type of show. But yo, this is really good news. Obviously, The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild is a massive game, and it's just going to be so much fun. I think with this game, Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, what makes this the most impressive to me is just the way that they've married the art style with the actual how it's drawn. Like the look of the game, how it's drawn, with some of the realistic physics that they have as far as like the ragdoll and the grass waving. Everything is just so beautifully put together. The voice acting, the small snippets of voice acting that we've seen, it's a perfect balance between people wanting the game as far as Link being mute and no voice acting, and people wanting it to be more modern. It's so modern in the right areas and old school in the other areas that need to be right as well. I really love what they're doing with Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. The story looks amazing, which it almost kind of baffled me that people are going to be upset that we're going to get a whole new expansion to the story in the fall. That to me is exciting because this looks to be the best story in a Legend of Zelda game in a very long time. I mean, Legend of Zelda always has great stories, but nothing to this scale so far that we've seen. The voice acting, the graphics, everything really helps out with the modern technology, but this is really something else, and I am so excited to play this game, to beat it on the hero mode, to play it again, to get extra content, and yo man, this is going to be such a hype freaking launch for the Nintendo Switch, and man, Zelda is going to sell bucket loads on the Switch. It's going to sell so good, and man, it's really going to drive that system for the first month and a half till Mario Kart comes out. But anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. I would love to hear your thoughts on all of these topics. Alright guys, that wraps it up for this video here. Go ahead and hit that like button if you did like it. Lets me know you guys want more content like this going forward in the future, and subscribe to PlayerEssence for the latest news, reviews, and discussions. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you ninjas for the next video. Peace!